Hello, classmates. My name is Berta Guevara, and today's topic I'm going to be talking about is restoration slash comedy of manners. It was a topic given to me to research, so I hope you guys enjoy. And I will start with restoration. It was a comedy used as a synonym for comedy of manners. The plot of the comedy, often concerned with scandal, is generally less important. It refers to English comedies written and performed in the Restoration period from 1660 to 1710. After public stage performances had been banned for 18 years by Puritan regime, the reopening of the theater was in 1660. Restoration age was marked by the establishment of the Royal Society and a great expansion of scientific knowledge. Comedy of manners is an entertainment form which satirizes the manners and affections of a social class or of multiple classes, often represented by stereotypical stock characters. It was first developed in New Comedy of the ancient Greek playwright Menander. A great writer of comedies of manners was Oscar Wilde, and one of his famous plays was The Importance of Earnest. Comedy of manners has been employed by Romans since as early as the 1st century BC. The chief practitioners of comedy of manners were Sir George Etheridge from 1635 to 1691, William Shakespeare from 1640 to 1715, William Congreve from 1670 to 1729, Sir John Vanbrugh from 1661 to 1726, George Farquhar from 1678 to 1707. And I'm going to talk about them individually. And I will start with Sir George Etheridge. He was the first true practitioner of the comedy of manners, and his important works included Love in a Tub, She Would, She Could, The Man of Mode, or Sir Fopling Flutter. Etheridge himself was a courtier and a natural adept at revealing the manners of courtiers. Etheridge lacks the brilliance and polish of Congreve, but he has a naturalness and airy grace of his own. William Shakespeare did the play Much Ado About Nothing and was considered the first comedy of manner in England. The genre really flourished during the Restoration comedy, which was influenced by Ben Jonson's comedy of humors, made fun of affected with and acquired follies of the time. William Congreve, he lacked the strength of Etheridge and Wycherley. Most important comedies that he did was The Old Bachelor, The Double Dealer, Love for Love, and The Way of the World. He could create a world of his own when it came to his comedies because he had different ways of making the comedies, which made him stand out from everyone else. He had ways to make the comedies interesting in his trivial world, and he knew his ways in and out. And Sir John Vanbrugh, his comedies were The Relapse, The Provoked Wife, and The Confederacy. The second named his masterpiece. The third named is the most immoral. All of them are concerned with unhappy marriages, and Vanbrugh lacked the wit and elegance of Congreve, but his plots are better constructed. He relishes farce and character and lacks the intellectual force of Congreve. Even then, his plays are readable today on account of their genial humor. George Farquhar wrote 7 plays, but the most outstanding ones he had was The Recruiting Officer, The Beau's Stratagem. He is much less witty and polished than Congreve. His dialogue is near the language of normal conversation, and he does not flout moral standards, and in this respect, he looks forward to the drama of Steele and the succeeding age. And I also have some early examples of comedy of manners and restoration comedy. William Shakespeare's, like I said earlier, Much Ado About Nothing was considered the first comedy of manners in England. And William Wycherley had The Country Wife in 1675. And William Congreve had The Way of the World in 1700. And both masterpieces were amazing in that genre. In the 18th century, Oliver Goldsmith did She Stoops to Conquer in 1773, and Richard Brinsley Sheridan did The Rivals in 1775, and The School for Scandal in 1777 as well. And like I said earlier, Oscar Wilde had the famous play The Importance of Being Earnest, and he also did another one, Lady Windermere's Fan, in 1892. And some early 20th century examples I have is The Lunatic View, a comedy of menace in 1958 by David Campton. The Homecoming play was described as a mid-20th century comedy of manners. And I also have Boston Marriage 1999 by David Mamet, and As Bees and Honey Drown, The Country Club, The Little Dog Laughed, and Jeeves and Wooster series by Douglas Carter Beans. And the last one I have is Absolute Fabulous, was another example of comedy manners. And that is going to wrap up my video. And I just want to apologize for my dog being distracting if he was. So sorry. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. For me, doing the research, I actually enjoyed it. I usually don't enjoy doing researches, but this one really stood out to me because I actually learned about things that I never had clue that I could learn about. And it was an interesting topic for me, especially because I like making jokes sometimes, and especially having the topic of comedy topped it off for me since I read it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something from it. So I will see you guys in my next video.